I'm here today. It's Wednesday. Good morning, all my friends. Good morning. Good morning. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the rescue here for today's Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. I hope I can get some friends on today so we can play and talk about the Community Create Challenge from Cricut. It's going to be fun, and I wanted to talk to you about it. Also wanted to, hello. Hi, Leslie, Gloria. Hi, Robin, Barbara, Gail. Good morning to my friends. How are you today? Not that many people on today. It's beautiful. It's beautiful here today. Very sunny and just the right amount of warmth. Although, you know what they say in New England, you start off the day wearing a sweater in layers, and then you just peel it off as the day goes on. So I am wearing my sweater, and we'll just be peeling things off in a few. So it's cold in Kentucky. Yeah, it's got that morning feel. Got that morning feel. Anyway, um, oh yeah, we do have some people on here that are from Florida. I know that April had to vacate because she's in Florida. Wow, 39 degrees in Iowa. Wow. What about up in Canada? How cold is it up there, Bren? How's it going up there? Uh, and there's Robin. Hi, Robin. Yeah, waiting on the storm, huh, Daryl? Hey, happy anniversary, Daryl. I saw that you're celebrating 20, I want to say 29 years, but I'm not really sure. Um, yeah. Okay. You got some family in Ontario. Colleen's here from Ontario, and she said it's overcast. Hey, hi Deborah. Good morning. Hi Cheryl. Good morning to everybody. There's Eileen. Eileen, you're in Jupiter. Are you gonna be in the storm? 42 years. Okay, thanks, Daryl. Jupiter. Colleen is in Canada. Yeah, didn't I say that? Colleen's in Canada. Um, do you have to vacate, Eileen? I don't know. Jupiter is up by Miami, so maybe it's not going to be that bad. Um, yeah. Oh, you. So Shirley's representing Texas. Um, and she's saying that her temperatures have dropped. They were in triple digits there for a while, and okay. So Eileen, who's in Jupiter, she's on the East Coast, I guess, not the Gulf Coast, is having heavy bands of rain, but not too bad, she says. And it's smoking in Washington. Is it that from the brush fires? Wow, you guys. We have people from everywhere. That is so awesome. Let's get started. Let's get started. And yes, prayers for everyone that is in the way of this storm. And I hope everybody makes out okay. I hope our friends that have already been through it make out okay as well. And seek shelter if you need to. Don't be like, I have to stay home because I have to protect my fortress, because those are things. They're not people. People can't be replaced. Things can, remember? Okay, so today we're going to talk about this Cricut. I know it's a mouthful. Okay, it's the Cricut fourth quarter, quarter four Cricut Community Create Challenge. And what it is basically Cricut has organized with a bunch of us people that are called like influencers, product experts, whatever you want to call us, has organized with anybody that has like a Facebook group and are influencers to have this image. This is the image, and we all have to use the same image and come up with something to make. And this is the image, and just so you can see, um, let's see. Here's the image number. It's hashtag M as in Mary 280 48194. Now, you don't need to use all of the image. You can use parts of the image. So that's what is going to happen with my project. Some people are using the whole image, but it's a little too busy for me. So what I did was I created this Hello Pumpkin card because I was trying to do something else. It wasn't working out too well. Now, there are going to be, if you do this and you post it right, that it's going to be 28 winners, and you guys are going to want to win this prize because it is everything that was new that was released last week, like one of everything. So there's glitter pens and opaque pens. There's watercolor brush markers and watercolor cards. And what else? Glow in the dark iron on and glow in the dark vinyl. There's some smart label material, and some other things. There's a lot of stuff that you could win, and there's going to be 28 winners. Now, I will only have to pick one of 28 winners. So the way for, if you want to be participating in my group, because it's all done across all these groups, okay? And there's 28 of them, I believe. So if you want to participate in my group, you have to join Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so let's go here to Facebook. Sorry. I always think I'm ready for the show and I have like all my materials and everything, and then I forget one thing, and this is the one thing that I forgot. So I have a lot of groups on Facebook. I started this back in 2012, and so for me, I have a lot of Cricut groups. Okay, so the one that you're going to want to join and be part of for this project is called Cricut Chat. Let me find it. It's called Cricut Chat. If I can find it, where is it? Here it is. Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. This is it. Now, this is on Facebook, and sadly this challenge is only happening on Facebook. So if you want to be a part of this challenge, you will need to sign up for a Facebook account, but it's free. And this is the group that we're doing. It's called Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. Right now we have 5.3 thousand members in this group. And if you are not a member, you can just ask to be part of the group and we'll let you in. And it's a fun little place. And as you can see, people like Babs show off different things. I just shared this morning about haunted happenings. Here's something from Christiana. Here's Dawn Walsh. This was her challenge. And this is Mary Lou Staley's challenge. Look at that. Wow, Mary Lou looks awesome. And so there will be challenges here. And if you post here, you must use the hashtag Community Create Challenge. Hashtag Community Create Challenge. See that right there? Community Create Challenge. Okay. And what you have to do, and I'm going to go back to Cricut, my design space, is that you have to share the project. Now, there are a few things that you need to know about sharing a project. So once you're created a project, so this is my project, right? And I've saved it with the name, and I'm going to click on the name right there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that it's public. That's the first step. So you just toggle it on and you hit OK. So I'm making it public. Then I'm going to the edit project details right here. And I am going to upload my picture. It's super easy. Take a picture with your camera and upload it from here. So all you have to do is hit the plus sign. And because I'm working on my computer today, and I have that photo and I have the cloud, so all the stuff that I take gets sent to the cloud. And so here's my image right there. I'm going to choose it and hit open. Okay. Now I already have an image there, so it's going to be an additional image, but that's okay. You can have 2 images. It's okay. And then what you're going to do is add a little description. My descriptions are pretty lengthy, but you don't have to do all that. But I wanted people to know that they can follow me in the community and also on YouTube. So I got permission from Cricut to post that. And then I tag it. So down here, Community Create Challenge and Cricut Community, okay? Then once I'm done with that, I'm going to save it. Now you're not quite done, because at this point is when you are going to share it, okay? So how do you share it? There is a little arrow right here, and you're going to hit share, all right? And it brings up this. And you can either copy the link or share on Facebook or on Pinterest. I copy the link, and then I go to my group, the Cricut Chat, and then I just start a post, and I hit Command V because that's how I share. On my computer, it might be different. You might have to do right-click paste, but then you just post it. And now I am entered into, of course, I'm not going to win, but now I am entered into the Community Create Challenge in my Facebook group. I probably would like to also do a hashtag here. So hashtag Cricut community. Oh no, I think it's just community. It's Community Create Challenge. There it is. 7 posts already in this group. Now we have until Friday to do this. So you guys do something. And even if it's you want to take this design and use this design, that's fine too. But they're looking for creativity. So if you want to create something that's unique to you, then you can. So I'm going to show you how this works. Okay. So this is the image that we have to all use, right? And so I looked at the image and I decided that I wanted to isolate each pumpkin. And then I wanted to add like an offset layer. So how did I do that? I'm going to ungroup the images, and you'll notice that there's 4 different colors here. So there's the brown for the pumpkin tops, and then here we've got a leaf and a pumpkin. So I'm going to do, I don't want the leaf, so I'm going to hit contour, and I'm just going to take the leaf out. Okay, and then I'm going to match up this pumpkin stem. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this, and then I'm going to contour out the other 2. I don't know if it's this one. Is it this one? I think it's that one. So we're going to hit contour, and then I'm going to remove these 2 that I don't need. I'll have this one here that I'll put up here. All right. And I can also change the color. So I don't particularly care for this tan color. So I'm going to change this to pumpkin. And now I'm going to group it. I'm going to do the same thing with the orange. I am going to contour out the leaves. All right. And then I'm going to bring over my stems and contour out. I think it's probably that stem I need for this. All right. So no, I only contoured out one of them. So let's try this one and see if that's the right one for that stem. Okay. Thank you. There's also something else in my car. If you're taking my car, they're Cricut mats in a bag. Can you check? Okay, and now for the last one, I'm contouring out the leaves. Sorry, important Cricut official business. I bought some Cricut mats, some card mats, whoops, at Michael's, and I left them in my car. And Santo just came and brought me something else that was in my car. So, okay, so here's the stems again. I'm going to contour out, I think, this stem and this stem. And now I have this. So see how easy that was? I think I probably have the wrong stem on that. But now I have 3 different pumpkins. Okay. And what I did with each one of those is I changed up the colors a little bit. And I also did an offset layer. Yay, there they are. Thank you, honey. And I also did an offset layer to each one of them. And you'll see here down here, this is an example of what I mean. Okay. So now I started looking at it and I'm thinking, what would be a good sentiment if I want to make this into a card? And I thought, well, hello pumpkin would be a fun sentiment. So I went over to images and I typed in hello pumpkin. And I saw that there were quite a few different things that say hello pumpkin. And I just sort of looked around, see what was there. And this, where is it? Where is the one? This one caught my eye. This one is by Board and Batten Design Company. I know that because it's listed under here. And I'm just going to click on her profile, make sure that I am following her. No, I'm not. So I'm going to hit follow because I clearly like all of her images. And that's the great thing about the community. Okay. So I'm going to, I bookmarked the image. I'm going to choose this image and add it to the canvas. But it has, as you can see, a different pumpkin in there. So what I'm going to do is decide which pumpkin I want to use. I think I want to use this one. So I'm going to ungroup, move this over. I'm going to ungroup. And you can see here that our pumpkin, it's green and the stem is green. This is something I didn't do in my original design, but I have to. So with this one, I'm going to contour out the pumpkin. And I just click on those 3 pieces. The hell is fine, but I'm going to use maybe this pumpkin instead. So I do need for the colors to be the same. So I'm going to color sync this. And before I color sync it, I'm going to hide these things here because I don't want them to mess us up. All right. So let's go to color sync up here, remember, and you can see that this pumpkin is not the same color as the HELL, HE double hockey sticks, I guess. So I'm going to pull it to the HELL, and now the color is the same, right? And so we're getting there, guys. I'm going to hide these pumpkins because don't really need them right now. And now I'm going to take my pumpkin thing and I'm going to contour out this, just the stem. All right. So now I'm going to just replace this here. And I think I need to move my pumpkin over a little bit. So if you want it to be all straight, I'm going to do a line to the bottom so that my pumpkin is straight. And then I'm going to move up this. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to group this. Okay. And then I'm going to maybe make this hello a little bit smaller so that it fits right on top of pumpkin. So it's right on top of the pumpkin. So now we have an image. that uses the image. Okay. So let's group that just so you know. Now, how do we turn it into a card? Well, this is my technique. Now, you might have your own technique, but I'm the one with the show. so I guess my technique wins out. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an offset layer. I keep calling it overlay. It's an offset layer. And I'm going to do, I think I'll do 1/4 of an inch here. Okay. But I don't like black here. So I'm going to change the color to like a light. I even want it a little lighter than that. I almost want like ivory. I don't know if I'm going to get ivory, but here. Okay. So I'm starting to see a card come in. I'll group this. Now I want to develop my card. So I'm going over to shapes and I'm going to choose a square. Okay. And I'll also go to shapes and choose a score. Now for my square, where did my score go? Come on, score. Okay, for my square, I need to, things are not happening. What's going on? Okay, I'm trying to highlight my square and I'm not having any luck. Okay, there we go. I'm going to unlock it and I'm going to change this into a top fold card. You see that? So what I need for this card is I need it to be taller than it is wide. So this is going to be a 10-inch by 7-inch square. So I have to unlock it and I do 7 inches wide by 10 inches high. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'll turn this white because I like my card bases to be white. Also, if you don't like to make your card bases, you can buy cards that are pre-made, very similar to the insert cards, at the regular store, at the regular craft store. Now I'm turning my score line to 7 inches. And then I'm going to rotate 90 degrees. All right. So here it is. Now we want to grab both of those and do a line center because we want that score line to be exactly in half, and then we'll attach it. Okay. Now clearly our image is bigger than the card, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send the card back, and first I'm going to add a text. Okay. So for this, I added Happy Harvest to the pick of the patch. Isn't that adorable? So I'm going to go to text and I'm just going to type that Happy Harvest to the pick of, I think, of the patch. That looks good. But I want to use my pens. So there's the pen. The pen that I'm using for this is this. It's the extra fine point coffee brown 0.3 millimeter. So there it is. I think brown would look nice. So I'm going to need to turn this into a writing font. So I'm going up here to font. And I'm going to type in, first I'm going to I'm going to uncheck the kerned because these fonts that I like are not kerned. Does that make sense? So I'm going to type in Fontastic, I think. Yeah. So there's a whole group of Cricut access fonts called Fantastic Fonts. And I love these because they make really good writing sentiments. So I think the one that I chose for this was DJ Groovy. But you could choose any of these. But I like this DJ Groovy. I think that's the one I chose. So there it is. But remember now, this is still in the cut the cut type. Okay, so if you come up here, you have to choose style and then writing. Now I know these are filled in. Don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about it. What we're going to do is we're going to go to advanced and we're going to ungroup to lines and then they disappear. So I'm just doing that because I want for my whole thing to appear close. You see like that? So I do that and then I'm going to select it and hit attach. Then I could take my card and sort of resize it to be the way that I want. And then I select it all and I hit attach. Okay. All right. There you go. Now we can talk about the front of the card. So this is obviously the inside of the card. So what I want to do is I want to select, and again, our card fold is going to be 5x7. So I want to go in and select a square. Now I am going to ungroup this or unlock it, I guess. And I'm going to make it 7x5 because half of 10 is 5, right? And even then it's we're going to do something else. So I'm going to arrange this to the front and now we can start sizing our image. And I'm thinking that this is going to go on the front of the card. So I want to make it slightly smaller. So I'll make it 6.75 width and 4.75 height. I'm just going to choose any old color. That looks good. And that's what the card's going to look like. But, I like I like a matte. I like a matte. It's just how I am. So I'm going to choose this square again, and I'm going to go to offset. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually do an inset. So we're going to take that point and we're going to move it to the left. And I'm going to move it quite a bit, like a quarter of an inch or maybe even like 0.4. The reason why I'm doing that is that I have some really pretty patterned paper that I want to peek out on there. Okay. And I'm going to also change it to a straight corner and I hit I. Okay. So now my fancy pattern paper, which represents this green one, is going to be peeking out. And this will be, I don't know, we'll choose like a brown. Okay. So now we get to take and resize our cardigan to here. And believe it or not, folks, that's it. That's the whole card. Isn't that great? So I'm going to just group this. And let's go ahead and see what happens when we hit make it. Okay. So sometimes when I'm making a card, I forget to do certain things. Like here, this hello. See how the pumpkin is not, it's sort of free flowing. It's not connected. So I need to change that. I also need to have a look at the pumpkin. The pumpkin's together. So that's cool. So I'm going to hit cancel, come back, and I will ungroup this and ungroup this. And I'm going to take this and ungroup just so that I can then group this together and weld it. Now that I've welded it, I can go ahead and put all my pieces back. See that? Group it again and then put it over here and group it together just to keep all my layers together. And then I hit make it. Okay. And now my pumpkin is over here. Now for this card, I used for the hello and the pumpkin, I use smart vinyl. Okay. Now you don't have to use smart vinyl. You can use regular vinyl. If you don't have a Maker 3 or an Explorer 3, you can't use smart vinyl. Okay. So I have to make sure if I'm going to cut this out, I have to make sure that I put that layer on without a mat. Okay. And you know me, I always like to make more than one thing. So maybe I'll make 4 like this. Okay. Up, I see something. What the heck is this? Interesting. Let's go back. I want to see, is there something here I'm missing? Sometimes the computer does. No, I wanted to go rustic. Somebody's asking if my mat is shiny gold card, and I wanted to go really rustic here. So I'm looking at this and I'm seeing. Let's just ungroup it because I was seeing something weird here. It's attached. So is there something else on my screen? Sometimes that happens, you guys. And then when you go to make it, it causes problems. So here we go. See this? I got a score line somewhere. I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to just hide it. And so here we go. And then we can just change the copies, change this back to without a mat, and then go to the pumpkin one and change that to without a mat. You see? And then we're ready to cut. I'm going to just do 4 just so you can see. Do I want to change some copies? Yes. But that means I have to hide all of these things that I have actually added an extra score line somewhere. I got to get rid of it, but I'm just hiding it for now. So there's our card, and it's going to appear on its own mat, each one, because it's a big card, and you can do 8.5 by 11. Yeah, I think it is, Leslie, the first score line that I added. And then here is our Hello Pumpkin. I'm going to just stretch them out because I don't want them anywhere near there. This is our it's only fitting 2, but I could probably move these over, move it to here. Let's see if that'll work. So I'm going to turn this way. I think this is going to work. We can use one color brown for that. And let's move the last one over, move object, and put it here, see if it fits. So I got 1, 2. I don't know if the 4th one's going to fit, guys. It might fit if yes, I think it's going to fit if I do it this way. Yay, I got all 4 of the boxes for one of the matte layers in the back. But for the larger matte layers, I am going to need 2 sheets of whatever patterned paper that I'm going to use. And then we hit continue and we go about cutting it all out. Now, we're not going to cut it out today because I talked too long. And so I'm just going to show you how I put it together. So these are the tools that I used. I used my scoring stylus. I used this for the it's a weeding tool for the vinyl section, and this is the pen that I used in the card, and this is the completed card. So let me show you how it goes together. So here's my card base, and I just need to fold it right here, just like that. And I can put it aside, okay? Then I have, here's my cutouts for the front. So look at this. Isn't that adorable paper? So that's what I'm going to use, or I could use this one. Also cute, right? And then here's my brown. It looks different on one side than the other. So I think I'll use this side. Let's do that. And then I've got my pieces of vinyl. So here's my hello, which I already weeded. And there's a couple more there. And then here's my pumpkin. Right? And then here's the mat where I'm going to put that all in there. So those are all the pieces that we need to put this together. So let's first weed this pumpkin. Easy peasy, as long as I get my weeding tool, and just grab it, and look how easy is that. And then just take out these other pieces. This is why I'm telling you guys I'm falling in love with smart material, because I am, because it's so easy and I don't have to place all of these different pieces. But now I need some transfer tape. So this is transfer tape that I have. Remember I told you I keep all my little scraps? That's what this is for. So I'm going to take my little transfer tape and I'm going to try to put it on top of the pumpkin because I'm talking too much. It's not working. Sometimes you need to use your weeding tool. Wah! Okay, there we go. So we take off the backing. We don't need the backing. And then we're going to place it on here. Remember to burnish. And where's my burnishing tool? Oh, okay, here it is. Burnish that. And heck, while we're at it, let's grab another piece of transfer tape and put it on the hello. Spell check. What? Did I do something wrong? Okay. Okay, here we go. Hello. And let's burnish. All right. So here is the matte piece that we're going to be putting the hello pumpkin on. We can do it either, you know, I'm sorry, the purple. The pumpkin first or the green. It's up to you. And we're going to just take this and come on. Turn it over, and then I'm just removing it from the backing, and I'm going to take my little piece here and I'm going to line it up. Now, if this scares you, you can line it up like this with your backing here. If it scares you, it's up to you. So you can do it like that and then just lift up and take out the backing. Just like that. And then it's all set up perfect. Remove this. Make sure all the pieces come off with it. And there's the first part. Now here's our pumpkin. I'm going to also burnish it again just in case. Turn it around, flip it around, and then just peel off the backing. Again, if you're a little nervous about this, you can put the backing like this or put your thing like this. And I like to be right over it, but because I have a camera in my face, I can't do that. So you'll probably do it better than I will. Okay. So here we go. Then I'm just going to take this off and place it down. Looks so good, right? What do you think? Now, the one thing that I forgot to do in this whole thing that you won't forget to do if you decide to make this card is the stem. I didn't cut out the stem in orange. So if that bothers, I'm sorry, in brown. If that bothers you, you could cut it out and then just take this part off. Okay. So let's check out. There's our main piece. And look at how this is going to look. Oh, it's going to look so cool. So I'm going to use double stick tape. And I am going to turn this over, which I like this side too. I don't know. Let's see how that looks. Well, I could do two. One this side. This is a patterned paper that I have. Let's do the pumpkin plaid. I like that pumpkin plaid. Okay, bye. I love you too, Babs. I'll talk to you later. Good luck with that. I saw Gracie. She looked absolutely adorable, as usual. All right. So while I do this, this is the part where I chat. So, the big news for me is that Mom moved in yesterday, and I should say Teresa moved my mother in because my darling sister is extremely independent. She's the oldest one, right? So she had to manage the entire move. And so we just stayed out of her way. She brought my mother over, and then she went with Santo and got all the stuff and moved her in, set up her whole room, even washed the floor. And she set up her whole room while we just sort of just watched. But she's like that. She doesn't want any help. So we just kind of watched, and I made Mom a salad. And then Mom was so happy. She was like, "Oh, this is the best." And I hope that she feels that way going forward all the time. But I said to her, so much that we can do together, and it should be a lot of fun. You like my history lessons too. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about history now. So, Mom, that's the big news. And then for me, um, I have to go to the cancer center today and tomorrow. And that's my monthly trip. So I'm going to be going over there. That's in Danvers today. And maybe I'll see my friend Molly. She's been going to the cancer center too. I saw her last time I was there. So I don't know. They do schedule all different. And at this point, I feel really good. So it's mostly just going to the meetings. So that's what I'm going to do, or the appointments, I suppose. Now, I thought this would look so much better if it was on pop dots. So that's what I'm going to do, is use pop dots. And these happen to be really thick ones. So I'm going to actually take this little part where the dot is off and use it in the back here, because, waste not. So yeah, so that's that. And then the big thing is this Saturday I'm going to be in Salem, Massachusetts, in on the Common, actually. And I'm going to be there to represent for my friend Wendy. You guys know Wendy. So she purchased a spot at Haunted Happenings Marketplace, and it's going to be like tons of people there. We have a little spot. You'll see my tent, and it has Create and Escape on it. And actually, Owen's going to be there and Santo's going to be there, but he's just going to help set up. Owen's going to stay. So if you're local, come and visit me again on the Salem Common this Saturday. I think it starts at 10. Now, I think it goes to like 9, but to be honest, I don't think I'm going to make it to 9. So, so I've been talking with Wendy about, maybe I can have somebody relieve me. So that's the big news. 'Cause I just still get tired at night, and you know, I don't want to just close up and leave. In fact, I don't think that's usually allowed. So we're trying to work on that. But I'll be there most of the day, at least from like 10 to 4. And then maybe she'll have somebody relieve me, like her sister or something, to come relieve me, because that's as much as I probably can do. I can't push myself. I can do only so much. So now I'm taking this off. Now, for the history, friends, so Haunted Happenings is a thing. It's a huge thing in Salem. And in fact, you might have seen it on uh, on TV. Sometimes they will post, and they might do it this time, because starting on Sunday night, they're going to be showing the Hocus Pocus 2 movie on the Common, free. It's no cost. So if you are a big fan of the original Hocus Pocus, and you want to see that movie, you should go down to, if you can, go down to Salem Common on Sunday night. I think it starts at 7. It starts to get dark around there. And the history around it is that a lot of the original movie was actually filmed in Salem. The second movie was filmed in Rhode Island. But remember, the movie's like almost 3 decades old. And so there you go. Yeah, I live in Peabody. Peabody is right next to Salem. And Salem, usually I avoid Salem at all costs during October, but I think this is going to be fun. So there you go. Okay, so there's the finished card. Is it not adorable? Now I just made a little mess here. Sorry. Shirley is our admin for this week. So Shirley let's do 2 cards from YouTube, and let us do another card from Facebook. And I see Kim Schaub, Schaub. I don't think I've seen you win a card on Facebook. So Shirley, you pick 2 from YouTube, and I'll pick Did I pick the right name? Sharp. Yeah, I think it looks really cute with the thing. What? Kim. Oh, Kim. So after we get done with this is live. But after you get done with this, it goes on to the YouTube channel, and you can watch it there, or you can watch it on Facebook at MISSRITA to the Rescue, my page. It will usually be pinned there. So Kim is winning the Facebook card, and who are going to be so if you want to win it and you haven't won in a while and you're on YouTube, say pick me, and Shirley will pick. Hi Delia, how you doing, honey? Oh, so we got a few already. So Shirley, you do the picking, okay? So this is my entry for the Cricut Community Create Challenge, and I suppose you can use that and enter this way, but maybe do. So this one here, I did it with like a darker background, so you can play around with it a little bit, and then get out your pattern paper and set it up. If you don't have any pattern paper, don't fret. Just use a nice color, like maybe something close to this minty color in the background. So there it is. Hello Pumpkin, and it will fit in a 5 by 7 inch envelope. Okay, so if you won, Jaylyn, you know what? I don't think about you won, but you never received it. Oh, definitely. Let's pick Jaylyn for that. Okay. All right. So if you won, here's what you have to do. You have to send me an email. My email address is missrita2therescue@gmail.com. Try not to send this by Facebook Messenger, because that sometimes gets me messed up. Okay. So send me an email, missrita2therescue@gmail.com, and you're going to tell me your address, because some people forget, right? And you can say hi, and I love getting emails. So say hi, whatever, how you doing? Tell me about your life. I love that stuff. And then you're going to tell me what you won. Because I get all these emails and someone says, I won the prize from Wednesday's class. And then I have to go back and find out which class it is. And this is not easy for me. So if you win, make sure you tell me which exactly. So say, I won the Hello Pumpkin card, and my address is such and such. Okay. And it is, it's gmail.com. Okay. That's possible, Marlene. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate it. All right. So did you pick the winner, Shirley? I didn't see it, but I wasn't looking. So this is today's project. Now, tomorrow we're going to be using something from the new mystery box. So I'm going to show you that mystery box. I was so busy yesterday. that I couldn't get on and do my usual mystery box thing. So what I figured I would do is just show it to you at the end of the show. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So this is called the Spooky Mystery Box, and this is the what's all it is in it. Do note that if you do buy this, it doesn't have the official like Cricut information. It just simply has these small tags. Doesn't matter. It's still really fun, and it's a great little mystery box. So let me show you. The cool thing about this is that it's a brand new Cricut Cutie. It's purple, and it is the true purple. So there it is. So this is a brand new color, true purple, and it is really quite the purple. Very nice, and also very witchy color. Witches love purple. Okay, so you get that cutie. You're also going to get the deep point blade with housing. We're going to do a project that uses this. Okay. It's gonna be a fun project that we're gonna use this deep point blade with, and we're gonna cut out some chipboard with it. Okay, and then you get all of these rolls. So let's do the iron-on ones first. So this is called Everyday Iron-On Twilight and Everyday Iron-On Neon Orange. So let's have a look at those. I didn't even have time to unwrap everything because I was just so busy, right? So you're going to get Twilight which looks like a really deep black. And these are iron-on. Let's open it up. So I don't know how much you get. Let's check it out. It might be, is it 12 inches? No, it's 24 inches of two colors. So there's black, which they're calling Twilight, but I'm going to call that black. Black and neon orange. Isn't that cool? This is iron-on. And you get each color, you get 24 inches of that. So that's really cool for all your pumpkin. Maybe you're going to decorate some little some little Halloween treat bags. That would be kind of fun. And then iron-on blue in this holographic sparkle. How much do you get of that? Let's have a look. And what did I do with my little thing? I don't know. So we'll just go over this. Cheryl saying, I'm trying to, yes, of course, Catherine. Everything on this. So Cheryl saying she's trying to resist mystery boxes, which I get. So look at this stuff. Oh my God. I'm being an enabler because, oh wow. There's 24 inches. Wouldn't this look awesome on those cards we did? Yes. Or like the cards we did, the stacked pumpkins. This would look awesome behind that. Remember, we used some pattern paper, and I said if you don't have that pattern paper, you could use like a blue for the evening sky. Gosh, that's gorgeous. Okay, now also holographic sparkle, but not iron-on, is this. This is the red, and you can see this is, I've already used it. There's quite a bit on here. I've already used like, I don't know, 36 inches. You get 46 inches. This is vinyl, okay? And we're going to be making a project tomorrow that uses that vinyl, and it's going to be a Happy Halloween like dripping letters thing. So that's tomorrow. So that I did open this up and use it for that. Now we have, so these are the two vinyls, and these are the two iron-ons. This is vinyl, and we get this premium vinyl removable in bright green and orange. Let's see how much we get of that. I think a lot of people don't use their deep cut blade. So I'm going to do a whole thing on deep cut blade, by the way. And just so that you know, so you'll know how it works. And that will work on all of the machines except for the Joy. Look at this. Yikes. This is like 48 inches, I think, guys. And look at this green. I love this green. And let's have a look at the pumpkin colored, the orange. Can never find enough orange. You could use this on this card, right? And so there's 48 inches of each of those colors. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then what's left? This. Okay, so this is premium vinyl, permanent in shimmer black. I'm going to see if they put, because this stuff you do need to have a strong grip tape to transfer it. And I'm going to see if they put in a piece of strong grip transfer tape. All right, here we go. So it's permanent. Look at it shimmer. Ooh, it's beautiful. And I feel something. It's like getting a surprise inside. Yep, they give us the strong grip tape. Perfect. And how much of this do we get? 48 inches. This is 48 inches with the strong grip transfer tape. So that is the spooky mystery box. It is still available. I did post a link. I'll post a link after the fact as well. So this is what you get. The true purple cutie. You get the deep point blade and housing. It's black. You get iron-on in black and neon orange and sparkle holographic. Then for vinyl, you get the red holographic. You get the green and orange regular. And then the shimmer. 48 inches of all these vinyl. So we're going to have a blast with this. And we're going to have fun. So the first project that we're going to do from this mystery box is going to be using this red holographic sparkle, and that will be tomorrow. And then we'll do a project specifically with the deep point blade, and I'm going back and making some cards with this. I don't know if I'll do them. Maybe I'll have them for, and this is going to look awesome as a card front instead of using iron-on. You know, you can use iron-on and vinyl with your card. So if you are a card maker like me, or you just are attached to paper crafting, you can still use this stuff. And that's what I did here. And I like to show you that because a lot of people are like, oh, I can't buy the mystery box because I don't use it. Well, we're using it, guys. We're using it. So that's what that is. All right. I talked enough already. I will see you. Thank you, Penny. You're so lovely. You are so lovely, Penny. I love you. And we're going to, yeah, I already did cut into it. Okay, so we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to do our project using this sparkle holographic. It is a happy Halloween dripping sign, and I'm going to be also using craft board as the backing. So I will show you that tomorrow. And then Friday, we are doing a really fun project using iron-on. Let me show you what it is in case you're trying to set up your schedule. Okay. So let's cancel out of here. It is the cutest. I got to tell you, it's so cute. So I'm going to save this. And then I'm going to go to my project so you can see it is two very chic witches that are enjoying a toast right here. It's called Rob and Bob Cheers Witches card, and it has this lovely card that I got from Rob and Bob, and then I used, this is iron-on, It's black glitter iron-on, and then the background is sparkle paper, which is from Cricut. And then on the inside, it uses this, which says Cheers Witches. It's adorable. I love it. And I'm like, I got to make me some of those for haunted happenings. Anyway. All right. So we'll see you again. You can watch the replay. Yes. All right. All right, everybody. Take care and have a great day. I'm off to see if my mom needs breakfast and then also to start cutting, and I'm still making stuff for haunted happenings, so I'm gonna be busy today. I'll talk to you all later tomorrow. Okay, take